Hello everybody, Nails of Norway are back again. Today I am actually going to have a haul, maybe a review, unboxing, acrylic design, not sure yet. But first of all I can show you quickly a couple of things that I bought. It's from the Glitterplanetuk. I was going to do my acrylic nails, and then I was thinking, didn't I bought 2 acrylic brushes? So yeah, so then it also ended up to be an unboxing. So here I have Nailmate number 10. This is the, as you can see, I believe it's the one of the aqua brush, but I'm not quite sure the name of this one. I have another galaxy brush from her. Where is it? So here it is. That is my trusted galaxy brush. I was so certain that this was a number 12, so I bought a number 10. I'm quite certain that they are both number 10. So I just wanted a backup brush because this is the one that I really love the most of them all. And I have the Nailmate, the magic stick. That is super for nail beds, and because it is really fat, the brush is really fat but also very pointy, so you get into the nail beds. I love that for nail beds. But that was my old brushes. I was going to show you about this number 10 bestie. I bought another one earlier that was a number 12, and it is huge. You can see how big that is. This is big, but this is humongous. That's a number 12, so I needed a smaller one, but I can see now that this one is probably also really big. We hope that this is something in between. So this is then the number 10, and that is number 12, and this is a 10. And you can see that these are maybe quite similar. Look how fat that is. It is huge. And that also 12, 10. These are the old number 10, the galaxy brush number 10. See it from the side, you can see how the different thickness. So yeah, I think this will suit my collection very well. So yeah, that was the brushes. And I also bought 2 of her cover pinks, the perfect pink and toasted rose. So I think I'm going to use one of them today, and a clear. And I also bought 2 glitters. That's not the huge big, but I also bought the regular size nail forms. Had I known that I was going to do unboxing today, I would have pre-cut my forms, but I have pre-cut my Brill Bird forms today, so yeah, that is what I'm going to use. And I also bought a beautiful, huge Dappen Dish, so I am going to use that. It is so beautiful because it has the bottom that is like an oil slick. The dish, this one, and the Dappen Dish from Ugly Duckling. That is my favorite Dappen Dish, and this one is also probably going to be one of my favorites. So this, and I love that this has a little lid. It's a little bit wonky, but serves its purpose. So yeah, and it has so it doesn't glide, so that's good. So it's kind of cool with that color underneath. It's a clear Dappen Dish, but when you do like that, it's I love it. So that is what I'm going to try. Yeah. So over to the video. And then over to the voiceover. I am pushing back the cuticles, as you can see. And after I've done that, I have already prepped my nails, so after I have done that, I'm just going to buff off the shine with this file because everything else is been done with the cuticles and so on. It's just the shine that has come back again, so it needs to go down. So you will really see me struggling this time. This has been, I guess it's been 8-9 months since even more, since I put some acrylic on my nails the last time. So I will struggle for sure. So you will see that this is not a beautiful story. Okay, so let's put on some forms. These are Brillbird forms. Yeah, they have this aluminium, yes, inside, so they are kind of easily bumped, but they have such a nice grip to it. And as you can see, I'm using my brush and the powder, and the monomer is from Inil Couture, and then it is primer or dehydrator and primer. I never had any problem with Inil Couture's monomer with any of the powders that I have ever used, but it was so hot in my nail room this day, because it was between this day, or the autumn is horrible in Norway because it's cold one day and it's hot another day, or not hot, but if you put on a heater it gets hot. So this was terrible. I almost do not want to tell you that I did these nails, because it is just horrible. When I am the queen of putting on wet beads, but here, even though I try to put on wet beads, they just hardens immediately, and I have yeah, there is no room for me to maneuver these beads. I can maneuver them to some degree, but I can never get a beautiful or seamless transition into another bead, because that is, oh, it will look so bad when I'm filing them. So it ends up to be a lot of bumpy beads here and there. Sorry about that. It will be kind of boring for you to see, but also for beginners and so on, you will see that it's not always easy. The heat and cold and so on will easily mess up your acrylic. So here you have a nice blob that I could not stroke out. So I'm really careful around my cuticles, so I end up with a blob there also. So not the best shape. And yeah, I pinched every nail, but I actually did not have to do that because I had fit the form really well, and you will see me pinch my nail tip of my form even more when I'm working at the tip of the form with the acrylic, because this acrylic, since it's hardened so fast, I just need to pinch that form so it so I have a little bit of room to pinch it. You will see me do it
really soon. I saw that trick, or I learned that trick from my teacher, Anastasia Milton, or Nail Cool, here at YouTube. She did that, and I was like, that looked kind of weird, but I'm not sure if I ever can get a grip of that, but the hang of that. But I actually find that a really great trick to do when you're working with acrylic. It's like a nail hack. Soon, when this hardens now, or semi kind of soft still, I can then pinch it, and I have already pinched my nail. So it is kind of brilliant, actually, especially with these aluminium foils forms. Sorry, these are so easy to squeeze. So yeah, the second nail is a little bit better. I'm trying to make as wet as bead as I can, but not that successful. But when I come to the next bead, it will be a little bit better. So you can just watch this terrible train wreck of acrylic application, and yeah. I will try not to talk too much. I will try. I promise. Well, I cannot promise something I cannot keep. These hands are such a textbook example of how not to apply acrylic, but it had to be in the heat. It had to be because I have never had a problem with the monomer reacting to other acrylics before, and I always put on, as I said, soft beads. So I did put on soft beads, but they just went hard immediately. But here I just slammed on super wet beads, but they also just got hard immediately. It was so weird. I was so stressed that this was such a horrible. I almost did not want to show you this because it was such a mess, but I guess that you can see my messes too. Look at that. Oh, it's so horrible. It's okay to use a lot of beads. It's just that if you use a lot of beads, you need to get them seamlessly into each other. You do not want harsh lines between every beads, because when you start to file down, you will get lines and patches and so on, and that is not nice at all. You can use a lot of beads, but you need to blend the beads into each other. You see here, I get that harsh line, and that will not look good. And they ended up being really thick because my head just kept on saying, make them smooth, and when I did not get them smooth, I just added another bead. So to try to get them smooth, so I actually just piled on acrylic, so it actually just did not serve any purpose at all. I just had even more to file on. So yeah, I hope this is a video that you can learn from what not to do. Trying to pinch a really hard nail. Now I'm starting to put on really wet beads. But no, they are stubborn. I cannot even call them beads, it's just blobs. But they harden like blobs. I have never ever experienced something like this. The last time was the first time I ever tried acrylic, and that was with the horrible MMA acrylic from from China. You know, the first thing you always buy. Yeah, it gave me that associations. So I really hope that this is not the acrylic's fault. Yeah, it has to be the heat. And I always seem to end up doing my right hand with my non-dominant hand, and I seem to end up doing that in acrylic for some reason. I have no idea why, because it's harder when I do it. Yeah, not that often. I of course struggle a bit more when I do it with my left hand, and of course I'm not that strong in my left hand when I'm filing and so on. So I don't know. I need to stop doing that. I need to put my acrylic on my left hand with my right hand. Oh, and I really hope that I get this voiceover to function this time, because I have no idea how to solve this problem. It always gets a little bit weak. So yeah, I put on some primer and dehydrator and primer on my thumb, and as you can see I put the foam on and trying to build out this nail here. I should have stopped there like a short square nail. Ooh. I'm trying to do kind of a Russian almond. They ended up to be somewhere in between of a Russian almond and a pipe nail. It's kind of my take on an almond. I like this more of a European style almond. So this is just like a type of nail, yes. can see that this is going to be patchy, and you will see it when I have filed it, that this is going to be super patchy. And this acrylic also, after I filed it, it turned into a little bit more purple than I wanted it to be. So when I get a acrylic that has a purple tint to it, that does not look good to my skin tone. My whole thing or my whole hand looked dead when I have a purple tint to the acrylic. So this color was not for me at all. So I had to do something about that, and you will see what I did later if you follow. So please follow this video and of course subscribe to my channel, and yeah, and press that notification bell. We'll soon finish, and I'll soon go over to the design. So here are the blobs that I needed to file, and this is after filing. As can you see, all those patches is like gray lines everywhere when those patches, those blobs meet each other, and you can see that this pink has a little purple undertone, and that does not look good on my skin tone. So I need to put on some base gel, and I also used some colors from, of course I always have Madam Glam at hand, but I also used some of the colors in the design here from the Wicked collection that was in the November. Yeah, it was new in November. It was based from the Wizard of Oz. Based off the Wizard of Oz. So I'm just putting on the base gel first, because the acrylic, filed acrylic, is pretty hard, so I needed adhesion when you're putting gel on top. And of course cure that. And then I am going to use soft pink. That is a sheer, I am not sure, is it a glass collection? I'm not sure, it came out in August, September. It had lots of beautiful sheer colors that you could use as manicures, and on top, like here, like you cover up some imperfections and so on. Lots of beautiful nudes and pinks and whites. I love this collection. I love it. It is so versatile. You can use it on natural nails and like this over enhancements. So I'm putting on 2 layers here. I will not show you the 2 layers because that is just boring. So I'm curing. So that is after 2 layers. And then it's time for the nail art. I'm using some foils and rubbing off the back layer of the foil. That often makes it hard to use the foil. And I crunch it together, because then when I pull it out again, you do not get whole big patches on your nail. You just get small patches when you press it down on your nail. So if you just want small areas, that is the thing to do. So here I'm using the Miss Dorothy, and this is, I cannot see it actually. You can read it from the screen. This is from the Wicked collection. No, yeah, the Wicked collection in November. These are so beautiful. They have half of the collection has shimmer to it, just some tiny shimmer, and the other one is cream. And they are so lovely. Beautiful autumn colors. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm just patching on some colors here and there, just randomly in a wavy pattern. I'm not sure if you can even call this a pattern, but after I had done that, when I ever get finished with this, I'm not going to to do this twice. Nope, I'm so lazy. So then I go in with this makeup sponge and I just clean up the edges in a wavy pattern, so it gets neater and cleaner, and it looked kind of cooler for some reason. It just did in my brain. And then I cured it, and then I went in again and made some patches on the middle finger where I had the foils. And when I've done that, I'm going to cure it. And then I'm finding some stickers. They have some tiny written on it. It says November. It was November when I made them, so it was kind of cute actually. So I put a November sticker on my pinky and a November sticker on my index finger. And just some random colors that matches the other colors that I have on the other fingers. Sorry. A little bit crooked, but hey, it's art. So then I'm just painting some thin white line to make kind of a frame around the wavy colored lines. Nothing else to say actually. And after I'd done that, I cured it. And you will not see me do my thumb, but on my thumb I did the same as the middle finger, but I just added a little touch of gold glitter also. It ended up being too much when I had it on the middle finger also, so I skipped that. There. And after I cure these lines, I am putting on the no wipe top coat. And when that top coat is put on, I am curing it. And everything is finished soon. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a long one, and for the ones that is used to watching acrylic application, it might not have been the most the best acrylic video, but I really hope that you enjoyed the unboxing and yeah, watching what you can buy from other stores and so on. And of course, go and check out Glitterplanetuk and also check out Madam Glam. Their goodies, I have linked to a 30% coupon code in the description down below, so check those out. And here are the nails, so please hit that like button, comment if you like, be nice in a comment of course, and please subscribe to my channel. There are so many of you that watches my video that are not subscribed, so please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get updated when I get new videos out. And check out my other social medias, and I hope to see you really soon again. Bye bye for now, everybody. Bye bye. And here are some pictures.